piece of shit. He's a piece of shit, but these are the things we need to accomplish. There are other things we need to focus on, not exclusively, not to not pay attention to Donald Trump, but in addition to Donald Trump, she was talking about the court in this case, we need to focus on. She's absolutely right. On both counts, Donald Trump is a piece of shit. Other things we need to focus on, not exclusively, not to not pay attention to Donald Trump, we need to focus on. She's absolutely right. On both. A garbage human, a racist, a white supremacist, a credibly accused abuser of women and children. On both counts, Donald Trump is a piece of shit. A garbage human, a racist, a white supremacist, a credibly accused abuser of women and children. It is what it is. Let's exist in reality here, folks. And conservatives lost it. Here is Jasmine Crockett dropping facts, dropping knowledge about who and what Donald Trump is. And then I'm going to read from the New Republic some responses from prominent online Republicans.
We need to have some real guardrails around the Supreme Court, because the Supreme Court has paved the way for half the stuff that we see that's going on. Listen, Donald Trump is a piece of shit. Okay, we know that. Yes. He is. But in a functioning democracy, he still would not be able to get away with this. But he's been able to get away with this because the House Republicans are complicit. He's been able to get away with this because Senate Republicans are complicit. But most importantly, the courts, especially the Supreme Court, is complicit. And so I think one of the places that we have to start is we are absolutely, they are the highest court in the land, and they have no ethics guardrails. Now you go down to the lower courts, and they do. How much sense does that make? When we know that they're taking money, we have the paper trail, and they refuse to put guardrails on themselves, so it's time for us to do it for them.
Where was one single iota or syllable that she spoke inappropriate? Donald Trump is a democracy-destroying autocrat wannabe. He's a piece of shit. He has fundamentally encouraged the worst elements in the lizard brains of MAGA world. Encouraged and incited and promoted violence in politics in America. Oversaw an insurrection against the country, an attempted overthrow of the United States government in a bid to stay in power after he lost the 2020 election. Is that oversaw an insurrection against the country, an attempted overthrow of the United States government in a bid to stay in power after he lost the 2020 election. Is that not a piece of shit? It seems like I'm describing a piece of shit, right? After he lost the 2020 election.
And he went crazy over how well Trump was doing. Now, you don't put that on because I think CBS is a shade. Actually, CNN's a shade better than NBC. I think NBC is probably the worst of them all. But if you check CNN tomorrow, watch Harry Emden, and you'll see about the numbers. But that's okay. We have to defend ourselves, Jeff.
I know, but there are other. They can cite. Your haters cite polls that have you down in the 30s, Mr. President.
Yeah, but they're fake polls, Joe. I had a lot of fake polls. You also have me in the 70s. I have fake polls.
I honestly don't know whether Donald Trump is legitimately that stupid that he can't see that his polling is completely underwater, or if he thinks his supporters are that stupid that he's trying to convince them that he's got over 70% support. Either way, not great. The reality is that no, Trump's support is not over 70%. His support is at an anemic 37% among US adults. He's fallen into the 20s with independents, he's at a jaw-dropping 2% with Democrats, and he's even fallen into the 80s with Republicans, although still enough to shake your faith in humanity that 89% of Republicans support this guy, all of which is to say, no, Donald Trump's approval is on no planet in the 70s. Or 60s, 50s, or even 40s. And any suggestion otherwise is evidence of either his delusion or his contempt for the suckers who believe him. And yet, in a way, this shouldn't be surprising at all, because for Trump, it's not about working to actually move public opinion. He doesn't care about reality. He just wants to be told that he's the best. He isn't interested in figuring out why his approval is at 37% or how to get it up. His priority is just shoveling the horseshit down everyone's throats that he's at 70% approval and that's that. Just like how he doesn't care what the actual jobs numbers are, he just wants everyone to think that they're high. And if that reality isn't playing itself out, then he'll just fire the statistician at the Bureau of Labor Statistics and replace her with somebody who will offer stats that are a little bit more palatable for Donald Trump, a little bit more praising for dear leader. Again, it's not about reality, it is about what reflects best for Trump.
The majority of Americans think that he is full of shit. Put up this from Rolling Stone. Poll shows widespread disapproval and suspicion of Trump's handling of Epstein files. 63% agreed that the Trump administration is, quote, hiding important information about the Jeffrey Epstein case. Of those who said the administration is hiding information, a staggering 81% blamed Trump for it. These numbers are bipartisan, you guys. We need to keep this at the top of the news cycle.
Well, here's the deal. Laura Loomer is one of the few people that blames Pam Bondi because Pam Bondi does all of Trump's bidding. But what's interesting about all of this Epstein stuff, if he wasn't in the middle of the files, he would have released him already because he can't control the news cycle about him. That's all you need to know. I mean, other than all of his other bullshit and his treatment of women from jump, he would have released it to get out of it, but he can't because he's ass deep.
And Taco Ted's convicted felon, Big Cankles, is completely underwater on the Epstein scandal, as you can imagine. The majority of Americans think that he is full of shit. Put up
You speak power in your tongue. So when you speak, where is that? Speak with a knowing. So we have God is blocking dangers that you can't see. Covered. I'm hearing covered by the blood. Do you hear me, family? Be still. God got this. Come on, man. Read something about a white girl. So we have karmics crying, blaming each other. So now these people out here crying and blaming each other. Queenie is here. We got intrusive thoughts due to witchcraft and negativity. Mastery. I feel like you have mastered something. Some type of intrusive thoughts. The thoughts they were sending you, thoughts could be relevant. So I see you ran into this karmic. This could be a karmic you ran into. You ain't even know it. They was stalking you, thought they was setting you up, or thought they was about to do something. They ain't doing nothing. CIA is here again. We got the CIA coming out. Leader or coven leader, they started getting sloppy. These people were doing some type of SEX rituals. It could have been some fake friends here. They love watching you. These people could love watching you. It could be some fake friends. They could be watching you from fake pages. Archangel Chamuel is here. Yeah, so CIA is here. Witches. What I say? Every time they seen you wake up, they started getting sloppy. Some karmics, a group of karmics, a cult leader, a coven leader, they started getting sloppy. These people were doing some type of SEX rituals. It could have been some fake friends here. They love watching you. These people could love watching you. It could be some fake friends. They could be watching you from fake pages. Archangel Chamuel is here. Yeah, so CIA is here. Witches. What I say? Could have been a coven. It's a group of witches here. A cult leader. These people, I see Tom, Arshel, Josh. These witches is out here talking about how they fucked up bad. It could have been a cousin that was a part of these people. A part of this group could have been a cousin, or these people were, this group was trying to steal your energy. This could be a Scorpio cousin. I'm getting scared for their fucking life. Do you hear me? We got aliens. So it could be something about the CIA and aliens classify information, or maybe the CIA looking at you like you some type of alien. There's been a cousin that was a part of these people, a part of this group. Could have been a cousin, or these people where this group was trying to steal your energy. This could be a Scorpio cousin. I'm getting scared for their fucking life. Do you hear me? We got aliens. So it could be something about the CIA and aliens classify information, or maybe the CIA looking at you like you some type of alien. They know you an alien. We got right on time. There could be a situation where somebody moved right on time. They know you an alien. We got right on time. There could be a situation where somebody moved right on time. We got, so there's a death spirit that's backfiring that has these people crying and scared. Virgo, Aries, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, these people was working together and hating together. Yes, they were. They now getting a dose of their own medicine. A cult leader, a coven, a group of witches. Could have been a lover out here working with a karmic, or with a cousin, or with a group of witches. We got Mark Kennedy. I see all black. There could have been somebody. We got Kevin Gates, power over me. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of Texas energy. Texas in the downloads. So these people are crying because they're experiencing life-altering karma. People could have passed away, or somebody could be passing away. There could be something about some type of inheritance fraud here, maybe with this cousin. Something about Texas here. We have Kashmir, Mir, Nevaeh, Hannah, Vonnie. We have angelic nature. And I think it's Matthew 10 and 23, faith without wavering. 11 and 23, believe what you say will happen, a shift. You have protection. You have an angelic nature, you're protected by archangels. And you, my friend, are staying alive. Are staying alive. They wanted your money, inheritance. So there's some people here. This could be family members. It could be a group of coven of witches or something. Maybe they wanted a spiritual inheritance or something like this. But somebody is like, they should have listened. So somebody, now they living in their last days. Somebody told them, when you speak, power in your tongue. So when you speak, where is that? Speak with a knowing.
Jody stupid. He the devil. He this. He that. Let's kill him, take all the money. Dumbass fools. I told you. Oh well. I guess you learn some kind of way, won't you?